Hello there, thanks for tuning in. This week on Camposol Through Time, we're continuing our journey back in time at the agricultural development of the land around Camposol. So to shed more light on the subject, I'm joined today by Camposol TV's very own historian and time traveller, Antonio Hernandez Benitez. Hi Antonio,
Hello.
how are you doing? Now we did talk a little bit about what was grown in the area, from the olives, the wine, the carob trees, and of course the grain as well for bread. It's always been a challenging environment, but not just because of the heat around here, is it? There's also challenges with the soil.
Exactly. The soil actually is very poor. Okay, and this is because all this area of Spain, not only Murcia, it was under the sea level millions of years ago. It's actually when Africa and Europe, they crash, when the whole Iberian Peninsula is moving to the west. It's actually sinking in the west, and all the east of Spain is going up. Okay, that's why this soil, actually we have on Camposol, is actually the bottom of the sea, basically.
Okay, so it was the bottom of the sea. It's been raised through tectonic movements of the plates, and because of that, there's a high salt content in the water, in the soil, isn't there?
As well, and not only because of it was part of the ocean or the Mediterranean Sea, it's because as well because of the volcanism that we have underneath the soil. As well.
What, volcanoes?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Between Camposol and Country Club, you can see quite a few hills or small mountains. They are actually volcanic mountains.
Right, okay.
Okay, and they're actually around Mazarrón area, there is quite a lot. That's why as well Mazarrón is so rich on minerals as well.
Right, because if you've got sort of granite and you've got quartz building up, you've brought a piece of quartz with you, haven't you?
Exactly. This one is from B sector, actually. There is an area in B sector which there are plenty of quartz, and actually many of them contains actually different minerals inside. Okay, which can be like, for instance, when some of them they look like pink as well. It's because they were probably close to iron, and that's why they got this color.
Right, because I'm a great fan of the TV program Gold Rush.
Okay.
And I've said, and they always look for where quartz is, because where there's quartz, there could be gold.
There could be gold, exactly.
Is there any gold down there?
At the moment, no. Okay, at the moment, no, but actually not really far from here. Actually, in Almeria, there used to be a gold mine. Okay, and we are talking about geologically, it's the same time where they appears all the minerals in Almeria and Murcia. So can be on Camposol a gold mine. We have to look for that.
Okay. As soon as we finish the show, we'll be out there. So we're talking about, and also here you've got another stone, and I noticed this one, and I think it completes the picture of this tectonic movement where it raised out of the sea, so it left the soil pretty much, there's a lot of salt in there. But on this one, you've actually found a little shell. Is this actual fossil from Camposol?
Yes, from C sector, actually.
Wow.
Okay, this is the example, no? Like, and this type of stones, actually, normally they are on top of the volcanism, no, on top of the quartz and so on. Okay, and it's funny because not only on B sector or C sector, no, all around the Rambla, on Camposol, there is actually hot springs. Okay, like there is actually quite a lot of thermal water underneath.
There's a place between, if you go through the woods, by the square between B and C, opposite the golf course. I haven't been down it myself, but I know that's where it is down there, isn't it? Because the hot springs, they used to built some rings around them or something.
Yeah, basically because they were looking for water to irrigate the almond trees. Okay, the farmer was looking for water, and actually a big area actually collapsed. Okay, and they discovered that there was like some kind of cave underneath with plenty of hot water. Okay, so that's why this concrete that they put like a big circle of concrete with a huge pipe that they used to get all the water from there to the Rambla, actually, until just probably 1 or 2 years ago, there used to be water.
Oh, did there? All right. Okay. So it's not a thing from way back, but obviously it's way back when it all first started with the hot springs.
And actually as well, at the Sensol Hotel, they used to have like on the spa, the water that they used to use, it was actually the same water as the hot springs. It was actually coming from the hot springs. They actually did an artificial holding the ground and to get this water as well.
So it was a proper spa, a proper.
Exactly. It was a proper one.
Oh, okay. So with all those challenges, the soil, the dryness, irrigation has always been a problem.
Exactly.
They did overcome by taking advantage of some natural elements in the favours. Because last time we spoke about windmills, briefed on windmills. Today, I don't think there's anything different. Today we take advantage of the sun with solar panels.
Exactly.
In those days, they took advantage of natural with windmills, didn't they? And this helped them in quite a lot of ways in farming, didn't it?
Exactly. Think about, here is quite windy area, especially in summertime around 3 o'clock, something like that. You started to have the wind, you know, and it's actually all year round. You have plenty of wind, and in those days it was the best way of free energy for the machinery, no, for the technology that they used to have. That's why they invested quite a lot of money of those days to create windmills. There is still one, like the ruins of the windmill on El Saladillo, actually on top of the hill, okay? And there is another one on Country Club as well, okay? So they used to have like this because they used to grow plenty of cereals and they used to, obviously, they need to transform the grain into flour and easy to transport as well.
There's the one on the side of the motorway at the top at El Saladillo. I've had a wander up there, and they're really well made. They're very thick walls, aren't they?
Exactly.
It's a big old structure, almost like a castle sort of thing.
Look like a castle. Look like a castle. And have to be very strong structure because the windmill, it was moving around. I mean, all the parts of the windmill, it was moving, and the wind is quite small, quite strong. So this means, like, if you don't make a structure quite thick, quite solid, it will be destroyed easily by the wind.
But the rest of it was all wood and the cone,
Exactly.
and it used to turn with the wind, didn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was moving. That's why they have 2 doors as well. Okay.
Oh, just in case it was the wrong way, so they can get in the other way.
Basically.
It's good thinking. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much for coming in. We've talked about, obviously, all the agriculture. There's been so much going on in Camposol over the last 3,000 years with regards to who's been growing it, because the Romans had a huge influence, didn't they,
Yes.
on what we do now, and the evidence is all around. So we need to look in the fields around us and see if we can find little crystals or maybe even a fossil or two. And but obviously, always ask the farmer's permission. Yes. Thanks very much for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's it for today. Tune in at the same time next week to learn more about the hidden secrets of Camposol through time. Thanks very much, Antonio.
Thank you.
And thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.
Okay.
This is great. This.